What's up, everybody? You know what bugs me out? Oh, eat my banana. People bug me out when they say they lactose intolerant. You're not lactose intolerant. You're just not a baby. You're not a baby. That's why you can't drink milk. That's why you have a hard time digesting it. Milk is for babies. If you're a mammal, milk is for babies. Kangaroos produce milk. Elephants produce milk. Gorillas produce milk. Dogs produce milk. Cats produce milk. But that milk is specifically for their species. But humans drink cow milk. But you don't drink human. But what bugs me out is that humans won't drink human baby milk. I know it sounds silly, but I'm just saying. You know, but back to what I was saying is like milk is for babies. Milk is not for adults. That's why you have a hard time digesting it. That's why as soon as your teeth in a natural setting, when an animal is breastfeeding their young, when their young start to grow teeth, that lets the mother know that it's time to kick the baby off the nipple and introduce the baby to solid food. But humans, we eat any damn thing. That's why our waist stinks so bad. That's why when you go to the bathroom, it's like a dead body. Because you drinking milk and eating that hard to digest meat. That meat is in your body, it's rotten. That's why it's hard. That's why it be stinking so bad. But milk, that I'm saying, milk is for babies. Milk is not for adults. That's why, even when a mother's even when a mother's feeding her young, she don't want other animals around. Because that milk is for her baby. But humans, we learned how to get milk from a cow, and now it's a marketable item. But cow's milk is for cows. Dog milk is for dogs. This is why you be seeing so many young, overweight and obese, because they're drinking that milk. The cows produce milk and don't even have young. So they're giving drugs to the cow to produce milk. And they're producing milk more abundantly than what they would normally do. And this is why when humans drink the milk, they develop faster. This is why you be seeing these children overdeveloped drinking milk, because the drugs from the cow don't went into the human. Guys don't get it. I gave up milk 20-something years, 30 years ago now. So it's been almost 30 years since I drank milk. Cheese too. Leave cheese alone also. Cheese puts a lot of phlegm and mucus in your body. And that's why you spit a lot. Spit all the time. And that's why you have colds and boogers in your nose and stuff like that. That come from drinking milk and eating cheese. That's why when I be going to these restaurants and stuff, these fast food restaurants, all they want to do is put cheese on everything. They want to put cheese on every goddamn thing. That's why it be so hard to shit when you eat all that cheese. It constipates you. They want to put cheese on everything. Extra cheese on the pizza, extra cheese on the hamburger, extra cheese on the hot dog, extra cheese in the macaroni salad. Can't have shit without cheese in it. That's why I'm eating out the restaurants no more. They want to put cheese on everything. Cheese in the salad, everything. Cheese on every damn thing. Fuck cheese. Alright, y'all, take it easy. Leave that milk alone. You need to stop drinking milk, your shit better. You won't stay in the bathroom all day. When you come out the bathroom, it won't smell like a dead body in there. That's why it stinks so bad, because that milk and cheese and meat be rotting inside your body. It's stinking. Everything. That's why I'm telling you. Alright, y'all, take it easy.